good break, tapping out that 10-pin.
Lisa right now seems like she has the best shot to the pocket. Like I said, the straighter up you could go to the pocket, the less trouble you got into, and usually your spares were very makeable.
Well, I wonder if Kim will try to play that same area of the lane. 11 years on tour, 14 national titles.
One of the best conditioned players out here on our tour.
A little bit light.
Leaves to 2-8. Since the ladies told me the lanes are a little bit tighter than they were during the week, I would suspect that Kim will use her strike ball to shoot at the spare.
Well, it's interesting. You're saying they told you they're tighter, and yet all we see is people keep going crossing over Brooklyn, but that's because of the tightness. They can't open up where they were before.
Correct. During the week, the 1-2 board on the right and the left side of the lane really hooked. And a lot of girls were able to bounce off of that. Ooh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Slides right by that. As you can see, because they are tighter where they are playing, this ball never makes it over to the 2-8. Just grabs the 8 right at the end. During the week, you were able to get the ball to the dry. It seems now when they try to get it to the dry, it either hooks early and goes Brooklyn, or there's a little bit hang there to the right.
There's a great shot. Good comeback by Kim Adler. And the players even talked about the variety of equipment, variety of surfaces. Even all week, they had a lot of changes.
There was not one specific thing that all of these girls didn't do. Whether you were a hook player, a straight player, an in-betweener, everyone used strong equipment with surface, weak equipment with shine. I mean, it was a variety of everything.
Ooh, that one came back. And a little bit earlier tonight, President of the PWBA, John Falzone, presented Kim Terrell with the 2000 Robbie Award. That award is given to the bowler that best exemplifies a professional image, both on and off the lanes. Kim Terrell won that award for an unprecedented fourth time, 95, 97, 2000, 2001, and is the first back-to-back Robbie Award recipient. So if you want to take a look at a professional bowler, image-wise, Kim Terrell.
Yeah, besides being my friend, she really is the true professional.
Maybe some will rub off on you, Carolyn.
I think so. I hope so. Ooh. She got that one a little right, just like she did on the right lane, and that came back. Now, the key there could be she finally has a little bit of carry down to the left of where there was the hang. So now she's got a little bit of hold. She seems like her ball speed is a little bit slower than it was during the week. It's allowing her to get the ball to roll up to the pocket.
We saw Kim Adler's average 222.19. That was this week. She actually had the highest average of all the competitors, but her match play record only 13 and 11. It should have been a little higher. Her opponents only averaged 208. So surprising to me that she only won 13 matches.
Very odd, because Kim Adler is probably one of the best match play bowlers I've ever seen. Great shot.
Well, she's a little intimidating. I mean, look at the face when she steps up there. I'd be a little intimidated.
She does have a little bit of the mean face going, but that is truly Kim's intensity level.
Well, but on the lighter side, she does a lot of other things, and she talked to us about Kimbo Creations.
These are the one-of-a-kind jewelry that she makes, such as stones, glass beads. There are never two of the same. I own quite a few of them, I might add.
I have one myself. Very nice.
Oh! The light tap from the gutter on that one.
Well, it's anybody's match, so stay tuned to see who can finish it off. expectations way too high. Of course, came out as 97 Rookie of the Year, expecting to just continue to flourish, and then found out how tough it is, really, when it's your livelihood out here.
And she did find out that patience is definitely a virtue. It helped her to read lanes better and really not get mad at herself. Another great shot. Great comeback shot. A little more aggressive on that.
Well,
and she gets 10. Sorry.
No problem. Kim Adler steps up in the 7th frame. She is on 5 in a row herself. I'm sure she wished she would have had one more practice shot before she started this match.
And one of the things that Kim has done is she's throwing a ball with a little more shine on the right lane and with a little more surface on the left lane.
Match all even. Both players could strike out.
Great shot.
Score of 279.
That's another thing you seldom see in league play. Because of the lanes being the same each week when you go back to the same center, you're allowed to use the same ball all the time over and over again, very rarely changing surfaces. Here, when you have 10 frames, the change better be quick.
230 average for this lady on the television pair. Looking to up it this match.
Another good shot by Kim.
Wow, talk about an intense match. They know that if either one of them doesn't strike, it could be the end. Coming off of low scores, and this is what we've seen on this board pattern.
Past couple weeks, same thing on TV. First match, little shaky, lower scores, and then all of a sudden, second, third match, higher scores. Little more confidence from the person who won that first match.
Bishop in the 8th. Wow, unfortunate break. Good shot.
Excellent shot. Put this one right where she wanted to. Stone 9-pin. Can't do anything about that. That's just a plain old bad break.
Well, there was a lot going on this week here, and I mentioned the wheelchair bowlers. Friday, they had a wheelchair pro-am, a charity event. Carolyn, were you there?
Actually, because of travel arrangements, I was not able to make it, but I heard everyone had a fantastic time. The turnout was fabulous.
You see some of the players on tonight's telecast in there. Anne-Marie Dugan. Great time. I've been out here several times myself to bowl with these wheelchair bowlers, and we have just had a tremendous time.
A great bunch of gentlemen.
Lisa Bishop now trailing by 20 pins. Really must strike here. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Now that one just as far right, but
just as far right, a little bit further right early, and this is what you see during the week. Because of that slight mistake, she hits a little bit of that hang, and she 210s. There's just such a fine line for error. You have to be really sharp.
Even ball speed very critical. I know one of the things Lisa's been working on, staying slower, as you mentioned.
And she's much slower. Ooh, close.
Nice shot at it. Really, really needed to convert that to have any hope here in this match. Because the best she could shoot now, being Lisa Bishop, 236. Kim Adler will have to keep it clean here, but so far she's been able to find the pocket. Her 2001 average a little bit down, and we've noticed that in the sport condition, the top players maybe even or down a pin or two, but when you get lower and below 10th, then they're down quite a bit.
Another good shot by Kim, leaves that week 10. One of the things that Kim has really emphasized on the last few weeks, though, believe it or not, everybody looks at Kim and says, great bowler. And she looks at you and says, but my shot making hasn't been very good. And this week, she feels that she repeated 9 out of 10 shots per game. That's incredible. That's why she's on TV.
Offers up that spare with a spare ball. Well, Kim Adler, actually, she shot a 300 this week. 289, 300, 234 for 823.
Not bad for 3 games. No wonder she was leading for such a long time.
First woman to shoot an 800 on the sport condition. Actually, I was told the first one reported at all, man or woman.
That's something to be very proud of.
It certainly is. And that only can happen if you're repeating about 9 out of 10 times a game.
Exactly.
Let's move on.
Ooh.
That messenger went airmail.
That was the tip of the pin hitting the 10. See, it was another good shot. She's going more direct up the lane. Pin comes right across the deck. The tip of the pin knocks it out. And there's the intensity level of Kim.
She is definitely into it. That was a big strike. She closed out Lisa Bishop with that shot. So after that first frame, Kim Adler dominated the semifinals. And when we come back, we'll recap tonight's scoring. Still to come, the championship match.